to Confidence with Love TV. I am so glad you joined me. Girl, it is time to talk about interracial dating a little bit. This is just going to be like kind of a beginning intro. Tell you how we got here with this conversation. So before we do that though, go get your drink, your libation, whatever it is, because I want you to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, because we're going to have some grown folks. We're going to talk about grown folks business, Black woman. Yes, we are. So I and my husband have been married for, I can't even, like, has it been 15 years? Something like that. Okay. We've been together for 15 years, married. And I think people really have had a lot of questions for me specifically, because we've been taught as Black women, a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us, we've been taught a lot that if we do not cape for, wait for, long for, do whatever it takes for the opportunity to date and marry a Black man, then we are disloyal to our race. Yet Black men don't need to be loyal to you in that same way. And they haven't been. We're going to talk about that in another show where we talk about some history, some historical things, because I understand that we as Black women need to change a few things about ourselves so that we can have the life that we want. You know, for those of you who are, even whether you're a Black trans woman, whether you're cisgendered like myself, or whatever it is, I want Black women to be uplifted. And the thing is, we're not each other's enemy as Black women. Okay? And we're going to get into why Black women are seen as the enemy to every single group, but yet we're the ones you call to save your ass in videos down the line. And I know, because I've watched Black women all my life. My family is Black. I'm Black. You know, I've watched Black women be just physically, mentally, and emotionally abused in my family. Most of them. And I have family members who are highly intelligent, got it going on, that type of thing, as Black women. And they've uplifted the community, Black men especially. And in my mother's time, my grandmother's time, my great-grandmother's time, and on back, they have been taught and programmed, as I was to a degree myself, to only be with Black men. The problem is there's not enough good Black men out there. And when I say that, I'm saying that some good Black men are married to Black women already. Other Black men are dating, have been 2 to 3 times more than Black women do outside of their race. And of all women, we are the most, quote unquote, race culture loyal of all groups of women. So what I'm here to do is really make sure that you know the truth of the situation, so you can make some decisions that are going to be about protecting yourself, your safety, your spirit, your children, you know, and what we need to do to help the younger women in our families and in our communities, and what we need to do to refocus this great protection ability and uplifting ability that we have as Black women on other Black women and Black girls. Okay. So anyway, I have this friend. She's so funny, and I got to bring my cousin into it too. She's my twin, and like she's funny too. And I get this all the time, but especially from them. So my friend said, "Look, when she first met my husband, wait, you married to a white man? Girl, I never guessed it." Because you can be extraordinarily pro-black, which I am, and you'll hear more of when we do vlogs and stuff like that. But you can be extraordinarily pro-black and fall in love with somebody who is, you know, opposite to what people think you would normally do. The fact is, my husband uplifts me. He adores me. He loves me. He cares for me. He does all of these things. And I have dated all types of men, but my children are by black men. My 2 children are by black men. And honestly, they weren't shit. They weren't shit. Now, we could turn around and say, well, you picked the wrong motherfuckers. I mean, come on, love. And I can tell you, yes, I agree with you. I'm responsible for that. And for black women out there, don't we already know that we've picked wrong men before? Like, we know that, right? Like, when we decide to have children, or we have children with these men, we take on full responsibility. I was a whole single mother for years before I met my husband. For years, until my son was in his teenage years. Almost graduated. So, it's not as if black women don't take responsibility for choosing the wrong man or having a child with somebody who is unworthy, because we do. Okay, so there's some lies we need to dispel. Lies and lies and lies. Okay, and black women really do try to not only work, re-educate themselves, make sure their children are educated, well taken care of, loved, uplifted, and disciplined, but we also do it 75 to 80% of single parent homes in the black community are black women. So we are literally taking full-on responsibility. I think one of the problems is that we don't talk about what we actually go through. And so that leaves room for people to make assumptions, make up stories and lies and bullshit, when we are seriously here doing magnificent work. And I had a white lady I met not too long ago say, well, she could not ever see herself being capable to be a single parent. And we as black women, we just take on whatever it is. That's how we roll. So I want to be clear, that you need to open up your dating pool. Okay. A lot of, like I said, black women ask me about that. So my friend, she was like, girl, I need to know, do he have a younger brother, son, something? Y'all got a son, something because I want my daughters with white men. I don't want them with black men. I want them with white men, because we're all so tired as fuck as black women. So we raise the children that black men walk away and leave us with, and then we get demeaned, and it gets into policy and laws and shit like that. And then we don't get the health care we should get. We don't get the protection we should get. And I truly believe that black women should be held sacred. And there are white men, Asian men, Hispanic men, um, different types of men who are looking at Black women and really appreciate your power, not just your strength and your resilience, but your power and your ability, your innate ability to be an empath, a natural empath, and the fact that you, as Black women, can solve any damn problem, and you have. So, different people have approached me about, well, you need to tell us how you did it, how you get this man, and that. And this is why I created 2 classes, but there's one specifically about interracial dating on Podia. I'll put the link into this video. And I just think we need to get into it. We need to be really real. We need to get into it. I think that we need to do some lives where some of you get on and you talk about what is going on with you, and ask me some questions, because I do a lot of research, a lot of study, and I my whole life and passion is really about children, because I'm an RN, and that's where I started, pediatrics and neonatal ICU. But it has turned into specifically about uplifting Black women and Black girls, because when we do that, when we hold Black women sacred, when we uplift them, when we protect them and we keep them safe, that Black woman, is going to lift everybody up. All right, so I'm gonna be seeing you soon. Enjoy yourselves.